Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We all love to have the home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's Jones on first down. That's complete to Slayton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Devin White on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 85 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Nope. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from...
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? But that's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
First down.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 5 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Brady again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
From the gun, Jones gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
With it is Brown. Oh, good move.
Holding, receiving team.
What you talking about, ref?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll drop here to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Gronkowski.
Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Jones
able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
and goal, Tampa Bay.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
For the point after.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Shepard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Jones pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
A 24-yard.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Scott Miller.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Set to kick off.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He's brought down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Buccaneer.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
He is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Giants 10.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones now on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards, a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And now out come the Giants. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Bucs 41-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
7 yards, the pick up there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
26-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady going to look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better,